Welcome back to Manna Home Design. If you love small space living, clever storage ideas, and bold interior style, you're in the right place. Today, we're exploring a space that proves creativity matters way more than square footage. This tiny 240 square foot Hell's Kitchen studio is packed with bold decor, smart storage, and creative DIY touches that completely transform its quirky pre-war layout. And trust me, the ideas inside this place will change how you see small apartments forever. Brilliant decor ideas for a 240 square foot New York City studio apartment. Step inside this tiny pre-war studio where every inch has been transformed with intention. From vintage finds and stooping treasures, to Elfa pantry drawers, underbed storage, and smart furniture placement, this home proves you can create warmth, character, and style even in the smallest footprint. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe for more brilliant small space decor ideas every week. Hell's Kitchen pre-war studio entrance. Step inside this 240 square foot pre-war studio in Hell's Kitchen, where the slanted floors, quirky angles, and original molding immediately reveal the building's history. Even with its odd layout, the entryway uses floating shelves, hooks, and warm lighting to create a welcoming moment in an extremely small footprint. The bold use of color, texture, and compact furniture sets the tone for the entire apartment. Every detail in this entrance, whether it's a vintage accessory or a DIY solution, shows how thoughtful small space optimization can transform the tiniest corner into something meaningful and functional. Even in a space this small, the entrance feels intentional and full of personality. The mix of clever storage, layered textiles, and character-filled decor creates a warm emotional connection right from the start, hinting at the smart design choices waiting throughout the studio. Living room, layout, decor, and personality. In the living room of this 240 square feet Hell's Kitchen studio, the quirky layout becomes the foundation for creative design. A compact sofa, layered rugs, and bold textiles help visually anchor the space, making the most of the studio's slanted floors and unusual angles. Vertical shelving, warm lighting, and personality-filled decor maximize every inch. Even though the living area blends into the rest of the apartment, smart zoning creates a distinct sense of comfort, character, and style. This small living room proves that clever storage, strong color choices, and thoughtful decor details can make a tiny space feel expressive and inviting. It's a perfect example of how to turn layout challenges into design strengths. Living room, vintage finds and storage wins. Vintage finds take center stage in this tiny 240 square foot pre-war studio, where every piece of furniture serves both a decorative and practical purpose. Thrifted mid-century pieces and curated second-hand accents bring warmth and nostalgia to the living room. Storage wins come through DIY crates, open shelving, and multipurpose furniture like storage ottomans. Books, plants, and colorful textiles fill the shelves, adding layers of personality without overwhelming the small footprint. By blending vintage charm, clever storage, and intentional styling, the living space manages to feel lived in, expressive, and surprisingly organized, despite being inside a compact New York City studio apartment. Compact kitchen and clever cooking setup. The tiny kitchen of this pre-war Hell's Kitchen studio proves that limited square footage doesn't limit creativity. A narrow galley layout, compact appliances, and bright colors work together to make this small cooking area feel functional and inviting. A pegboard wall, magnetic spice racks, and a fold-down dining table maximize storage in clever ways. Colorful ceramics and layered textures add warmth, giving the kitchen a personal touch despite its size. With its thoughtful layout and smart space-saving solutions, this compact kitchen setup balances function and style perfectly, showing how tiny apartment problem-solving can still feel warm and beautiful. Pantry solutions and Elfa drawer storage. To compensate for the lack of built-in cabinets in this 240 square foot studio, a dedicated pantry zone was created using Elfa drawer units, clear bins, and labeled baskets. Everything from snacks to utensils is stored neatly and efficiently. This ultra-organized system turns a small corner of the kitchen into a fully functional pantry. The drawers glide smoothly, making everyday cooking simpler and more enjoyable. By combining smart storage solutions with a clean aesthetic, the Elfa pantry setup helps keep the studio clutter-free and visually calm, key ingredients for living comfortably in such a tiny space. DIY and stoop finds, furnishing on a budget. Much of this tiny pre-war studio is furnished through stooping finds, repurposed pieces, and DIY upgrades. Painted dressers, refinished crates, and restored vintage items fill the apartment with character on a budget. These second-hand gems add personality while solving small space challenges. Each DIY solution blends color, texture, and function to fit the apartment's odd layout. The result is a home infused with creativity and warmth, proof that thoughtful reuse and DIY touches can elevate a 240 square foot studio without spending a lot. Making a tiny studio bigger and brighter. This studio uses strategic design choices, like mirrors, sheer curtains, and soft colors, to counteract its slanted floors and confined layout, creating a brighter, bigger feeling environment. By keeping surfaces clear and choosing multifunctional furniture, the apartment maintains an airy, open feel. Pops of color add personality without adding clutter. These simple but effective small space decor ideas make the 240 square feet pre-war studio feel surprisingly spacious, calming, and inviting. Decor details, color, texture and personal touches. Bold color choices, layered textiles, and tactile materials bring warmth and dimension to this tiny Hell's Kitchen studio. Even the smallest objects add to the story. Close-up details reveal curated prints, handmade ceramics, and personal mementos arranged thoughtfully throughout the space. These touches bring emotional resonance. Every detail, from textiles to decor, creates a home filled with texture, color, and character, proving that great design lives in the small moments. Bed area and underbed storage. The bed area sits in a cozy nook of this 240 square foot studio, with soft layers of bedding and warm tones that make it feel like a peaceful retreat. Under the bed, neatly arranged bins create valuable hidden storage for clothing, linens, and personal items, an essential hack for a tiny apartment. With its blend of cozy textures and practical underbed storage, the sleeping area stays both relaxing and highly functional. Wall decor, prints, art and statement accessories. The walls are filled with prints, artwork, and sculptural accessories, bringing color and personality to the compact pre-war studio. These pieces, whether thrifted, handmade, or found secondhand, tie together the apartment's bold style and quirky layout. The thoughtful wall decor strengthens the apartment's emotional connection, turning a small Hell's Kitchen studio into a meaningful personal sanctuary. Thanks for watching. If you love these tiny apartment decor ideas, don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment, and check out the next video for even more smart storage and New York City design inspiration.